Hold on, need reinforcements.
You made a wrong turn, friend. Kneel before... Shielding! Shield on! Seize him!
There's someone here. Identify yourself.
Where's backup?
Reveal yourself.
Someone's here.
Identify yourself.
Throwing grenade.
I'm up.
Someone here. I cut. I need help.
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
Reloading! Die! Need to reload. Someone's here.
Heal yourself.
I need help.
Got your back. Reloading.
There's someone here.
An enemy. Kill them all!
Reveal yourself. I require backup.
Identify your... They're coming.
I need reinforcements.
Identify yourself. Sounding the alarm. I need help.
Sound alarm.
someone.
Huh? Shields up! Who's the reinforcement?
Reveal yourself.
Now!
Reloading.
You'll fetch a fine price. Oh, this one getting in close.
They're coming.
Reload. Here.
Need to reload.
We're one body short of our quota again. And we all know it's because of Meslin slacking. Plus, He shot the Kirab who ran for it when he could have easily run him down and recaptured him. I'm sick of having my pay docked and getting screamed at by the bosses, all because of that useless Claude. So here's the plan. Chun will get Maslin hammered on Samuta tonight. Once he's dead to the world, we'll strip him down, put him in a cage, and deliver him to Kadir. Quota met. By the time the Samuta wears off, he'll be busting rocks in Neo Karthag. Nobody's going to listen to his sob stories there.
Shield on!
Still alive, are you?
Can I fly you somewhere today? Music to my ears. Atreides and their war levies. Look, I can get you there, but I want a little extra for the trip. All right. Doctor's on the roof.
You're back. I've been looking for you, Boot. Where the hell have you been? I wasn't sure you were coming back. Did you get the damn transmitters? Let me see. Oh, this is very good work, Boot. Very, very good. Allow me some alone time with my prize, and I will reward you with training. You're back. You're not a trooper yet, Boot. And you owe me some technology that bloody works! Nothing you recovered worked! Every slave transmitter is key to a specific model of implant. And none of the transmitters you found were key to anything useful. I got mad and smashed them all. Then it isn't a total loss, Boot. I'll train you, but you'll have to find more transmitters. I'm working on it. Come back later, and we'll see what my source digs up. You're back. All right, Boot. You ready for another mission? I need more transmitters. No. Something's wrong. I left my usual signal at the dead drop we use, but it hasn't been checked. No. If I tell you something's wrong, Boot, something's wrong. My guy's a professional. Unlike you. I have a guy with the smugglers called Tuco. Been tracking servo stim transmitters for me. Till he went dark. That's exactly what you're going to find out, Boot. The coordinates are in the contract. If Tuco isn't there, you're going to have to find Anushka Hanavar at her bar. She takes orders for the local black market. If anyone knows where Tuco is holed up, it's her. Order a Kirana brandy with a Sidrit twist, and she'll know you're cool. As always, the details are in the contract, Boot.
Can I fly you somewhere today? Music to my ears. Where do you... The basin is a pretty big place. Could you narrow it down a little? I never miss the chance to let Smiley verbally abuse me. Let's move. Before...
We meet again. What were the results? That is troubling. There are frightful stories being whispered about. I have my suspicions, but I must not jump to conclusions until we know more. Honor already compels me to be cautious. A friend of mine might be in danger. I must locate her. I must learn more before I give voice to suspicion. That's all I can say for now. A gang of Harkonnen deserters are holed up in a testing station. I have reason to believe one of them knows the crash site of a ship called the Catheria. Go to the testing station, find a report or any other evidence of where the Catheria might have crashed. You're good. Find the intel I need, and I promise to be more transparent on these matters. Deal? Do whatever it takes. This one is important to me.
Still alive? That's too bad. We had a bet going.
Can I fly you somewhere today? Music to my ears. Where do you want to go? Well, the Harkonnens love their docking fees, so that's going to cost a little extra. Well, all right. Thopter's on the roof. Let's get out of here.
We don't trade with the Atreides scum or their sympathizers.
Still sniffing scraps from the hand of the Atreides. Oh, I suspect they've let a secret or two slip. I suspect a little treachery would take you far.
I see you. I see you. Just a moment. I mean no offense by my delay. My limbs do not respond as quickly as they once did. You will be wanting a dram of my water. Is that right? I trace my blood through theirs, yes. But we here have grown far from our brothers and sisters out in the far reaches of the desert. I myself have never even seen the inside of a siege. Oh, I know nothing of their world, but understand, a location is of no use to you. You will find nothing if they do not wish to be found. Fortunate for someone like you. Meeting them would be only the beginning of your troubles. This is their world, their home. Outfriend bring nothing but misery. To the Fremen, you may serve only as water for the tribe. Oh, I have lived here all my life. Even so, I don't think I can tell you very much. My father knew so much of this place, a story for every moment. He was a fine man. It's been Harco village since before I was born, but my father told me that not much before my time. It was called Gerona, before the Harkonnen came. Their name is lost to my memory, but many riches they had. My father spoke of them many times. I remember because he wished the Harkonnen never came. Father said life before the Harkonnen was hard, but not cruel. The Harkonnen changed everything, but it's all I've ever known. Oh, so many, many things. Old stories of our people, songs he taught me. But there was one thing I still remember, because it always set my mind to dreaming. I'll say, but only if you never tell another. I will trust you. He said that Harco hides a great secret. I know every old place has secrets, but this was different. If you find it, you'll tell me, won't you?
Yes, I see you. State your business. This is not the den of leisure and luxury it appears to be. I am busy. What do you want? You're back. That remains to be seen. What I can do is provide access to certain resources, or the tools to mine them yourself. If you have already got all that, I can set you up with what you need to start refining those resources. Grigori Harkonnen is the village lord. Has been for nearly 2 centuries. But since the destruction of Carthage, Glossu-Raban often appears. Much to Grigori's displeasure, it is said. One can easily imagine a fair number of reasons. Glossu-Raban is not a subtle man. His presence is to the displeasure of just about everyone he meets. Whatever do you mean? I merely said it would be a pleasure to assist you. Now, let us get on with it before you're accidentally struck with a welding laser. You're back. That remains to be seen. If you have already got all that, I can set you up with what you need to start refining those resources. That depends on what you are looking for, friend. Whether I tell you or not depends on how generous I'm feeling at that moment. I will tell you this much. There is plenty of salvage in the area. It is more useful than the name implies, and a resource that is near to my heart. I am always interested in articles of that type. Come see me anytime, and I will give you a price above all others. That wasn't much Solari. Now? I think you had better try again another time. I'm feeling unappreciated. I will tell you this much. There is plenty of salvage in the air. I am always interested in... That wasn't much Solari.
I'm going to stop you right there and say straight off that for any repair, construction, or renovation job, I'm booked solid through the next 8 months. So don't even ask. Best I can do is maybe let you have a few supplies, what little I can get my hands on, that is. War's great for repair work, but the supply chain's as gone as the Fremen.
Hello. If you're planning to head out to collect spice, I have all that you need. Is it not the reason we are all here? Spice is life, but more importantly, spice is wealth. With spice, everything is possible, and it's right out there for the taking. If you can avoid everything that will kill you, which is everything. Eager to get out there, are we? I know very well how you feel. The riches you've dreamt of seem within reach, don't they? Well, you still have some distance to cover. When you first start out, you will be able to do little more than grab it with your hands, but you won't get much that way. It tends to slip through the fingers. It's best to get a static compactor. Well, down the road, when you're ready, we can talk about getting your hands on a crawler. That is all there is to it. Where there are worms, there is spice. Plenty right here. But the deep desert, out beyond the shield wall, is where the real fortunes lie. For the time being, I would leave that to the adults. You had best cut your teeth within reach of Harko. Just watch for those purple spice blows. And get in quick. Avoid? Everywhere is as good as any to get yourself murdered on Arrakis. But you might want to avoid anything promising something worse than death. No, friend, that is not all. But I don't have all day to go through the list, do I? I will tell you this. Don't listen to a word from Asmara Effendi or any of her smuggler comrades. At least the scavengers know they are scavengers. Smugglers are hardly any different. But that is not how they see it. According to them, any trade not claimed by a house is theirs. Like they are the only legitimate thieves in this world. Little emperors they are. But never mind, that is a small matter. And you have greater things ahead. Of course. Though I can see why you might think otherwise. I don't look like those other sand eaters, right? Too young, too clean. Yes, I will admit I'm spending less time on the dunes these days. To be honest, I've done well for myself, and prospecting's more of a sideline now.
Follow 3 simple rules and you'll have a good time. Rule number 1. We maintain a segregated lounge. You must stay within your own designated caste area. The Na Familia will not abide a low-born interloper, and I don't want to hear the bitching. This rule is for your own protection. They sit around waiting for any excuse to invoke Canley and kill you where you stand. Rule number 2. All drinks cost what they cost. You pay up front, no haggling, and no discounts for any Harkonnens. Don't even ask. Rule number 3, stay out of the back room. It's off limits. I'm Anushka Hanovar. This is my place. Welcome back. The same thing that happens to any poor savages that don't submit to the Imperial yoke. My world had its own primitives that suffered the same fate. The ones who adapt survive. The Fremen had no chance against the Sardaukar. Because you've never been to my home world. Every millimeter of stonecrete, every glass portal, and every shape beam in here is meant to invoke a unique construction detail found only on the ice planet, Lenkivale. In truth, we are shamelessly borrowing from the renowned design mentat Hansia Einwald, but I like to think he would be flattered if he wasn't dead. The nautical theme and ornamentation celebrates our homeworld's most famous export, the magnificent and priceless furs of the great Beyondak's Vale, the bones of which hang suspended above the beer hall as our dramatic centerpiece. This particular specimen was an especially infamous and fearsome beast known as Krasinok. Me? That's a good laugh. No, that would be my father, Ilyich. He was a whaleboat captain in his younger days. In fact, father was granted this place as a boon for catching the beast. Krasinok sent more than 30 boats to the bottom before father finally took it. 11 men and 4 limbs were lost in the 8-day running battle with the beast. Narrow harpoons bristling from its ivory hide like a hedgehog. A hide that now hangs behind the Baron's rather ample habitus as a fancy dress cape. At its heart, a village like any other. At least it was before they came. Grigori Harkonnen was an unusually agreeable village lord, especially for a Harkonnen. But then Carthage was destroyed, and all those great house bastards took up here in Harko. Glossu the Beast Raban and his snake of a mentat. A name I shall not utter lest his evil gaze turns upon me. Have to hand it to Grigory, though. He played it exactly right and stood aside before the beast could push him from the spire. I speak the truth, that is all. The beast can eat Yazla. Our loyalties were to Count Abelard Raban, not his demon son. The Count used to sail with father on whaling expeditions. It was Abelard who presented us with this beer hall in gratitude for ending Krasinok's reign of terror. But I think father looks at the boon as more of a retirement gift from an old friend for a life of loyal service. It said Glossu strangled his father to death with his bare hands. I pray it's not true, but it said that's how the beast got his name. Wise? No. But wisdom is in shorter supply than water on Arrakis. I say what I think, and there's nothing they can do about it. I know where the bodies are buried. I know their big secret. A hidden truth about this town that would bury them all if it ever found the right ears. And they know I have contingencies in place, should anything happen to me or father. It's a stalemate. I mess with them and they can't do anything about it. But they know I'm stuck here. Father is too old to go anywhere else, and I won't leave him. So they've got me where they want me, until he's gone. But that's another conversation.
A kitten wanders in from the dark, lost and afraid. Can I help you, kitten? Oh, kitten. If you needed to know that, you'd know. Why don't you come back and talk to me when you have something to talk to me about?
Yes? What can I do for you? Yes, no. What that lot believes is as hard to grasp as the water they rob. They claim to be Fremen, but also despise the Fremen. Perhaps you can untangle their minds. But be mindful, their leader Nala may not be Saidina. But it's certain that she is powerful. She has a strong hold on her believers. You are right. This is a Harkonnen place. If I were still with my unit, I would not survive long here. Now the Harkonnen regard me with hateful indifference. A status I have won by no easy means. That, my friend, is for another time. Try to stay alive until then, if you are able. There remain some local town Fremen. You could ask one of them. Of course, they will tell you nothing.
Hello, welcome. How can the Spacing Guild be of service? No, I'm merely a servant of the administration, I'm afraid. Here to acquire spice from the resourceful and determined, as well as the rude. Oh, dear. Nowhere is there a place that more plainly tells its own story as Harco. Merely look down into the slave pit and up to the spire. In Harco, there is nothing in between. Never mind. There is a limit to what a lady will disclose so early in an acquaintance. Back again? I might ask you the same question, were I interested. Well, at least you did not assume I was from this lamentable place. I am from Chusik, a lush and peaceful world. Very much the antithesis of Arrakis. For love and necessity, each in its own measure. More one than the other, if I'm honest.
Welcome. Would you like to deposit or withdraw Solaris? How may I assist you?
Your face is known to me. Why do you meddle in my affairs? You forget yourself, plebeian. It is for I, the superior in social standing, to present the interrogatives. Withdraw from my presence. That is apology enough.
Welcome, stranger. What business have you with House Alexan? I'm not really the person to ask. You need to have signed a contract of allegiance to a major house to even participate, as I understand it. If you haven't heard of House Alexan, you will soon. Our influence grows rapidly into hearts, minds, and, most of all, stomachs. We're traditional farmers and producers. We feed half the Imperium at any given time and make sure that nobody from Mala to Noble goes hungry. Thank you. House Alexan stands by our house words. Reap as you sow. We have no tradition of war or battle. The symbol of our wheat sheaf suffices. Oh, but you're wrong. Arrakis has the greatest crop of all. Melange. A part of my mission here is to study the methods of harvesting and find options. Alas, I have said too much on this topic. Please, let's speak of other things. The name is Graham Candace, diplomatic envoy for House Alexan. I think that's my title anyway. It's a bit complicated. Truth be told, I'm just a glorified farmer, more at ease with gourd seeds than politics. But they needed to send someone, and, well, here I am. Why am I here, you ask? Well, that's an easy one. One only has to gaze at the dull glow across the horizon for a quick answer. The Neo-Carthag project is our single largest client on Arrakis. The Mala contingent alone consumes more food than 2 cities the size of Arrakeen. Among other duties, such as meeting with people like you.
Welcome, fellow citizen. How is it that the Imperial Tax Administratum can assist you today? And what are you supposed to be?
I don't recognize the pattern of your footfalls. Who are you? Oh, you're in dubious luck, then. I am an adept of the Ginaz school. Millennia of martial knowledge distilled down to the broken form before you. Though I'm but a mangled memory of Saren Valen, a memory is enough to thrash you. Keep your distance. Then you are more civilized than most of the wretches who scuttle about here. Seems there's an old custom on this cruel planet to cast the blind out among the dunes for burial by way of Wormbelly. Several curs accosted me to uphold that tradition. I scribed regret upon their flesh in so bold a signature as they won't soon forget. On guard. Whether you are worthy or not, my days of training are long gone. Still, there's something you could do for me, and maybe we can reach an accord. In a recent scrape, I gave as good as I got. Oh, but the knaves made off with the last possession that is important to me. The hilt of my old Gnaz sword. Find out who did this, and I would find myself obliged to you. Off you go, then.
Welcome back.
That's a special drink. Fresh citrus juice is hard to come by on Arrakis. Was there anything else with that? You're the second one looking for Tuco in the past week. Same thing I'm gonna tell you. Most of my clientele don't want to be found, and I don't ever ask. Kara sent you, huh? I warned her about dealing with Tuco. He's as greasy as it gets. Tuco must have finally ripped off the wrong mark, and they want him dead. It's actually surprising it took this long. Tuco's a slippery bastard. Won't be easy if he doesn't want to be found. See that room at the back? Normally, I would advise anyone and everyone to stay the hell out of there if they like the skin on their bodies. It's a Samut lounge. The smugglers use it to coordinate their Harko operations. He doesn't have a choice if he wants to avoid pissing off Fenring any more than he already has. The smugglers keep a ledger in there to coordinate dead drops. Tuco's in that book somewhere. If you want to find him, you need to walk into that back room like you belong there and check the book for yourself. It's written in code, of course, but if you can look it over and report back, I may be able to figure out where Tuco is holed up. Welcome back. That's a special drip. Was there anything else with that? Well, this is just an informed guess, but I'm pretty sure that code refers to a dead drop on top of one of the rock spires in Jabal Ifrit.
Dissemination of unauthorized information is strictly prohibited. Trust only the messages approved by House or Conan.
You look a little lost, friend. You got somewhere you need to be. I can fly you there. Music to my ears. The basin is a pretty big place. Could you narrow it down a little? I never miss the chance to let Smiley verbally abuse me. Let's move.
Who's that?